How you doing? It's Richie here. Hope you're well. Little video. Not done a video for quite a while, in fact. I used to do one or two a month for Facebook and Twitter. But I wanted to make one just to put on the website richieallen.co.uk as a video that when people come to the website for the first time, they can hear me chat a little bit of inane, silly nonsense about the website, which is fairly self-explanatory. But it's been up and running now for about 5 weeks, richieallen.co.uk, and I'm really happy with it. And it came about because of the encouragement to do something with my website and the ideas and I suppose the overall vision of my great friend and colleague Hayden Hewitt, obviously the LiveLeak impresario. There's a good word for you now. And of course the man behind triggerwarning.tv and Beyond Vision Media here in Manchester. So the website is, I think it's a great website in terms of, sound like Donald Trump now. It's a great website. The forums are really encouraging. When Hayden said, look, you should have a forum, I didn't want it because there are many forums on many websites run by many independent content creators, some well known, some not well known. And I thought, what will be the use of just having another forum? But the forum is good, and it's kind of caught on a bit in the month or so that the website has been up and running. There's about 300 plus members there now, and there's always somebody on there expressing an opinion about something, whether it's to do with the Richie Allen Show or whether it's just something that's in the news. But the forums are very proud of the forum, so consider signing up for the forum. You don't have to sign up using your own name or any of that. You can sign up using a pseudonym, and there aren't really many rules there. You can say what you want, so long as you're not urging violence against a third party or you're saying something that might be libelous. But it's good. I've been really pleased with that. I've also been pleased with the response to some of the articles that have gone on there. I've had a couple of guest authors. Big shout out to Jean-Anne Crowley and to Chris Seeley. And I've been popping up bits and pieces as well over the last few weeks, which have just been my opinions on certain things. You know, it's like the monologue, but in writing. And never claimed to be much of a writer. And here I don't fish for compliments at all, by the way. I'm not, but I can write, and I can write extensively without being great at it, but I can succinctly say what it is I want to say. And those articles have been received fairly well in terms of the numbers of people reading them. People seem to be interested in my take on whatever it is that I just choose to write about on any given day. And I will continue, by the way, in the long term to endeavour to at least get an article up there every day, but not for the sake of it. You don't want to be reading some garbage that somebody has written because they felt like they had to say something on any given day. I won't be doing that, but I will try my best. If I don't get something up on a certain day, I'll try and get a couple of other things up on other days as well. And I will be introducing as well in the next couple of weeks one or two people that are like Jean-Anne Crowley, for example, who much better at writing than I am. Really gifted writers who've got very interesting things to say will do that as well. The podcast of the programme can be listened to on the homepage, richieallen.co.uk. So every night I'm finished the live show and I pop the podcast onto podomatic.com. It's great because then it starts popping up all over the place. It's hosted by Podomatic, but it immediately goes to richieallen.co.uk and it goes to iTunes and Spotify.com and iHeartRadio and all the rest of it as well. So there's great functionality with the website. And, you know, it took us a long time to get to a place where we had a website or have a website that I think is fitting for the sort of program we have. That's not in any way to knock or to dismiss the work of great friends of the program who've helped out in the past and done the best they could with very little resources, by the way, very little to help with the website. But it was great to be able to get a professional onto it. And, you know, it'll change probably in due course. But here it is, richieallen.co.uk. Look, you know what's going on with the big social media platforms and you know what's going on with Google and all the rest of it. So you really need to think about whoever it might be that you're interested in, whoever's work you're interested in. You need to think. I didn't do a very good job of framing myself there, did I? No, I didn't. You need to think strongly. Get it into your head when you want to find out what Michael Rivero was saying. Forget about Facebook, forget about Twitter, forget about Google. Go to whatreallyhappened.com. When you want to see what Hayden Hewitt is saying, forget about the aforementioned. Go to triggerwarning.tv. And it's the same for richieallen.co.uk. We don't expect that anything is ever going to change with these mega mammoth hosters of video content, hosters of written content. We don't expect anything to change. Why would it change? This is what was meant to happen all along. Get everybody into one area, and then you can limit their reach accordingly. Start to use websites again. Get your own website. You don't have to have a bells and whistles website. Your website doesn't have to look like Sky News or theguardian.co.uk or CNN.com. Mine doesn't have the functionality of Sky News or CNN, but it looks very good. And you can have something that looks very good for very little outlay or for no outlay at all, and start building a volume of articles with your own point of view and all of that sort of thing on there as well. Websites are going to be all the rage again. They really are. You might say further down the road, Richie, there might be an attack on hosting. Well, look, again, that might happen. That's something we'll deal with when we come to it. So I just wanted to pop in just for a minute. There hadn't been a video in ages. Just to say, richieallen.co.uk, please use that as your first stop for when you want to find out what's going on with the Richie Allen Show. If you want to know what's going on with the Richie Allen Show, richieallen.co.uk. I'm banging things here. richieallen.co.uk, that's where you go. What's Richie Allen been saying? Who has he had on the programme? What's on his latest podcast? richieallen.co.uk. Secondly, I want to thank you and everybody else, not just you, but everybody else who has expressed real annoyance about channels getting deleted from Google and YouTube, which was an inevitability. It was always going to happen. That was always the way it was going to be. Nobody's surprised by it. This company can claim, however big it is, however much of a monopoly it has, can claim to be a hosting company that provided a free service that could be terminated any time they didn't like something that was said by you or by a guest or whatever. So I've not got hung up on this. Some of the truth or industrial complex have gone to great lengths to complain and cry about it and talk about suing them. Forget about suing them. You might have some small case if they've mentioned you specifically and accused you publicly of cyberbullying or defaming. But if they haven't done that, there's nothing you can do. They get to say, it's our club, we make the rules, we had no contract with you, we didn't charge you for this service, we said you could use it so long as you didn't offend us or offend a third party that we have cited. So that's the way it is. So we got to get away from it. And one of the ways to get away from it is your own website. richieallen.co.uk. Here it is. Use it. Use it to find out what's going on with my program. Get your own website. And on your own website, if you don't want to be a writer, if you don't want to be a commentator, and don't be, we have enough writers and commentators, I say in jest. But if you want to use your website to promote the work of others whom you like or whom you think are worthy of an airing, that's something you can do very easily, and you can do it for less than nothing. Look, I've been offered BitChute, and I've been offered DTube and all the rest of it. I don't have any interest. By the way, the BitChute people, the BitChute, they're very nice people, and they were very kind. And they came to me on Twitter and said, we've been able to grab hundreds of your videos and we're not happy with what happened. You can use our service. I'm sure these are lovely people. I have no interest in cyber currency. I have no interest in Bitcoin. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm going to go down the road of ultimately hosting video content on richieallen.co.uk. Yeah, I have used 10 minutes to say something I probably could have used 4. But then again, when have I ever been accused of being timely and being able to use words sparingly? Probably never. Thanks for watching this. Stay in touch with richieallen.co.uk. Use the website, use the forums, and I look forward to speaking with you on the very next episode of The Richie Allen Show, which airs live every Monday to Thursday at 7 UK time and every Sunday morning, 11 UK time on richieallen.co.uk, fabradiointernational.com, triggerwarning.tv, and TuneIn Radio, which can be found at tunein.com. It's a lovely day here in Manchester, very cold, and we've been carpeted with snow, a lot of snow around as I look out the window, bright as well. Thanks for that. Talk to you real soon on the next episode of The Richie Allen Show. Bye for now.